Good morning, y'all. I'm at work, and I'm the first one over here, like always. Well, for the most part, I'm just saying for the most part, but yeah, I'm at work, girl. Wait for my teammate to come, girl, so we can run this delivery and stuff like that. And hopefully, I'll be back home early or whatever. But yeah, girl, I want to come on live, get out some more content and shit. Chat it up with my mutuals, girl. Cause I'm gonna need y'all to get more active. I'm gonna need y'all to get on my account, do binge watch. I got so much content for y'all to watch. If you love music, I got music for y'all. Like, only thing I haven't did with content is it like horror. Well, no. Well, yeah, I have done like it wasn't my content, but then I did share you know Freddy versus Jason. Was it Jason versus Freddy? Girl, it's been so long since I watched that. With that little funny, I have the fact that the character, Raquel Rowling character, I forgot her name, girl, got got ravaged, honey, thrown into that goddamn tree, and that shit was funny. That shit has always been funny to me. I swear, I laugh because I like how she hit it. She hit it so goddamn hard, and then when she came down, she did this split, and her life was gone, girl. That was like the funniest, the funniest death the funniest death in a horror movie to me. And, girl, that shit was so funny to me. But yeah, I mean, I got so much content for my people to watch. It's really no excuse. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this topic, the skinny gays and the chubby gays, because girl, like I've been thinking like, oh, I be looking on Twitter, I be going to X Hamster and stuff like that when I be watching my porn and stuff like that. And then I be looking and I be saying, girl, I don't really see too much of me. My representation of me, girl, like for the chubs. And I know people love the chubs, but then it's like, girl, like it's so many. Oh my goodness, it's so many of the skinny gays and it. Well, I would say the fit gays and stuff like that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful, but it's like sometimes a girl want to go on to porn and see herself, honey. Like, cause I know I'm loved. I know I'm bitch. I mean, like, fuck what you heard. Like, chubby gays, we getting it in there. But it's like, we already gay. So we already got this, we have to have our own list sections. Oh, I don't like you. Like, they think being chubby or whatever, or fat or whatever you want to call it, is nasty or whatever. So we already divided, the straights, the gays. Then we come to the gays, it's the internalized homophobia, the fat phobia, and so on. And I'm like, girl, we got to be divided like that. Like, shit, it even came to a point where the fat gays have to have their own pride. We have to have our own little pride and stuff like that. And it's like, girl, we already divided. Then don't even bring up the masculine and the feminine. And if you are fat and feminine, girl, I mean, it's like asking the question like, why y'all so scared to date bisexuals? Why y'all so scared, or why y'all hate to date chubs? And then that makes them angry. But like, why it makes you angry? Like, you could prefer someone that is in the gym, but if you prefer, that means you're still open to someone being outside of your type. Like me, I have a type as well, but then I could step outside of my type, and I won't feel a way about, because you never know where your love come from. You never know who's your soulmate. You never know. So we can have preferences, but then when it becomes a prejudice, like you totally exclude that person, exclude um, a certain group of people, that's when it becomes, a problem. How, not just the excluding part, but then how you feel about those people that you exclude. I say like that. Um, Cause a preference, you just prefer. Like I prefer black men, but I would dare outside my race, long as those people are culturally aware. You know what I mean? But cause I love me some black men. I love me some black men, honey. It's not even a fetish. It's just I love who I am. I love me. So of course I wanna be looking in the mirror with my man, honey, and we both be the same. We both be melanated. Of course. Oh, excuse that goddamn stain, honey. I'm drinking this coffee. But yeah, they you get upset when people get upset when you ask those uncomfortable questions. Like, and I be like, well, that's something you have to deal with. You have to work on because that should make you upset. You're like, well, we got just got a preference. Well, if your preference is people be hiding behind it. People, and I get so sick of that. It's just my preference. And then they do the I don't know, like you being shady. You know you full of shit. You know that you see chubby people as nasty. You know you see them as like ill or whatever, and that's when it becomes a prejudice. Like I can't stand with somebody to be danced. First of all, if you just think it's a preference, you just dumb as fuck. You don't need to be in a dating pool no damn way at all. You know you have an aversion to those people, to people that are chubby or you consider fat or whatever. You know you do. It's like it's just my preference. But for me, if people are not if they're not into me or whatever, that's fine. For me, that's their loss. But it's people out here that be be hurt by that, be hurt by the fat phobia and stuff like that. Of course they do. You know, like it's okay to have a preference, but to totally make other people feel bad for how they present or whatever, how they care, mm-mm, that's when it's a problem. But speaking from personal experience, them skinny gays or skinny DLs or whatever, they be loving the chubby gays. They do, girl. I'm speaking for myself. They be loving. Don't ever get confused. Just because you don't like some, just because you don't like something, don't mean it ain't out here. They be loving it. Ooh, they be loving the skinny gays. Girl, I don't know if it's because some of us may have big asses. It's not just, because we may have love handles or, our stomach may, look like a keg or maybe smaller than a kid. Oh, they be loving. They really be loving us. They really do. Like, there's chubby chasers out there, and I very much love them back. Don't ever get it twisted. These us chubby gays, we be getting it. We be getting it. We be getting people be looking and all that type of stuff, and it's a different level of confidence and all that type of stuff. And oh, and them skinny gays, they be hanging. They be hanging, girl. For the most part, I'ma say that. For the most part, they be hanging. But I honestly, I haven't met one that it wasn't. I haven't met one that wasn't like. And usually they be a little shorter than me. They be a little shorter than me when I be meeting them skinny guys. I need y'all to get up in here and tap in, honey. If you are one of the skinny gays that be, that's hanging and all that type of stuff, get in the comments. Tell us how much you love the chubby gays. Let us know, cause that narrative needs to be done with ASAP. Y'all come up in here and give the shub some love. Oh my bad. But one thing need to stop happening is y'all not showing off your partner, whether he's chubby or not. We already got a lot of stuff against us as queer people. We don't need to be continuing on with that. Like for me, I usually really think that the opposite. Like if you was fit, you wanted someone that wasn't. You know, like how I looked at it, like a fit straight man or whatever. I would think he would want more so the opposite of him. He would want his woman or whatever to be chubby or softer and stuff like that. I kind of always looked at, a guy that wanted a woman with abs and shit like that. I always thought that was suspect, suspect for some. I was like, ain't the whole point of getting someone that's opposite of you and stuff like that? So I've always thought like that. I was thinking that would be odd for you to want somebody with abs and stuff like that. I mean, I know we got them, but then, you know, we all have abs. It's just we all ain't gonna, most likely not be able to see them and stuff like that. And for me, bitch, I ain't never want no damn abs. I mean, I have messed with guys that had abs and stuff like that, but I just see it as a plus in a sense. But I've always been more so attracted to dudes with dab eyes and stuff like that. I ain't never really was like, oh, oh my god, he gotta have abs or whatever like that. Me asking for something that I'm not in a sense, like yeah, I never really, and it was nothing wrong with, um, I never saw anything wrong with skinny guys or whatever, or fit guys. It's just for me, I just, for me, I always feel like fit guys gonna have a real big ass ego, like a huge ego, and they gonna look at you as if you are not on their level, or they feel like they just elite. I guess that's where the elite gays come from. And you are to them trash or whatever, or a waste their time, or they, type of stuff, and they really don't be having nothing to talk about. Not from what I be seeing, no substance. It's like just looks, and a lot of people they get away, with just looks. Like I know I'm a bad bitch and all that type of stuff, but at the same time, I have substance. I can talk about more than just what's in front of me. I can talk about what's out there. Have substance. Talk about psychology. Talk about the mental. Talk about healing. Talk about good stuff in the world, and shit the bad as well. I mean, just is what it is. But yeah, um, I've always really more so overlooked fit gays, and for me, I never run into somebody that was just huge, just a huge ass, fit guy. That's never I've never been attracted to really just fit guys. Hey, good morning, honey. So yeah, y'all, them skinny guys uh, be loving the chubby gays. I know from my personal experience, and you know. The only thing is, I feel like, damn, I might break him. But, I ain't trying to just sit on them. But a lot of times they be wanting you to sit on them. They be wanting you to ride, honey. They be wanting that. My hand going to sleep. My hand going to sleep, y'all. I ain't doing this because I'm gay. I ain't doing this. I'm doing this. Wake up. Waking up, girl. But yeah, don't ever let nobody make you feel bad or feel like you unwanted. Like, they may not prefer you, and that's okay. But if they are hiding behind preference when trying to tear you down, to tear your confidence down or whatever, make it seem like you ugly, like it's if weight and beauty in the same category, because it's not. It's not. And then you gotta wonder, damn, I wouldn't want to be with somebody that feel that way about people anyway, because they must feel that way about themselves. They allow people to, a lot of people have been forced to go into the gym because of other people saying that, like, you, this is disgusting. You ain't no way you can't be happy. And, they think being chubby means you're just overweight. I mean, that means that you are unhealthy and all that type of stuff. I'm like, girl, you could be having diabetes and be skinny as fuck. You know, Stop allowing people to tell you what's attractive to you. All that matters is you look in that mirror and you find yourself to be sexy as fuck, beautiful, and if you are healthy, you feel like you need to lose some pounds for you, then that's fine for you. Don't ever let no bitch tell you that, girl, if you do this, if you lose your weight, then you may be more attractive. Bitch, if you attracted to you, you attract people that are attracted to you. No matter what. If you're happy with your weight, That's beautiful. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you are unattractive because of your weight. Bitch, no. Cause me, I be damn. I ain't gonna let nobody think they gonna hide me or whatever, bitch. You look better on me, around me. Don't ever let no bitch try to tell you that you ain't attractive. Cause at the end of the day, are their relationships working out? Cause I be seeing a lot of fit gays, a lot of them single as fuck because of their preference. Bitch, you gotta be wondering if somebody prefer you. I look past the fit guy. I always do, honestly. Look past them for a dad bod. For me, I see that as the real man. I'm a person you all up in the gym, like searching for perfection and shit that you ain't gonna find in yourself. I be looking at, oh shit, where you might as well need to go to therapy or whatever because, mm-mm, nah, mm-mm. But yeah, skinny gays be loving chubby gays. And ain't nobody got time to be trying to have you hide the person that you with. Like the person that the chubby gay is not the problem. What you think about them is. So yeah, I ain't never missed a meal and I ain't never missed no dick unless I wanted to. I ain't never. It ain't never been hard, honestly. Meeting someone that, to have a relationship with, you want someone that, not just think like you or whatever, but to be compatible with. Now that's been tougher, a challenge, but having somebody that look at you and see, oh, you sexy as fuck, oh, I wanna, and it's never been a problem. I ain't never been told that, oh, whatever. And even if somebody had whispered it or what, bitch, it ain't stopped me. I've always been fortunate, man. It ain't never been hard. It has never been hard. So, you know, I don't know. I never let people get against me in that sense. Like I'm like, bitch, I ain't never been ugly. I ain't never be like, girl, and I ain't never let myself get too out of shape. Like, cause I do love to eat or whatever, but out of shape for me may be a different out of shape for you. And I ain't never let people's opinions, run my life. Bitch, I don't give a damn about your preferences or whatever, but I'm getting looks everywhere I step. Somebody looking everywhere. Any room I step into, motherfuckers looking. It ain't never been no part. There ain't never been no issue for me. You know, I'm speaking for me. Ain't never been. So yeah, cause I remember I was talking to this one skinny guy. We used to work together at one of them plants and stuff like that. Girl, I didn't find him attractive at all. But we ended up working together, and then we started talking, and I started to like his personality. And I wasn't looking at him like I wasn't looking at him like that. I really wasn't. But then I started finding, his personality, how he would talk about things and stuff like that. I really ended up liking that. And then I started to look at his body a little bit because he had a little cute butt or whatever. And I started looking at that. And then some way, somehow, girl, we ended up talking about, you know, sex or how he would do with his girl or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So then, start talking about, me and him or whatever. And lo and behold, we ended up in the bedroom. Ended up in the bedroom, girl. And it was good. It really was. It was good, girl. It was not planned. That's the thing. It wasn't planned because, like I said, I wasn't attracted to him, and he probably wasn't attracted to me. But somehow, it just happened. His dick talks to me, and I guess my ass talks to him, and it just happened. It just happened twice. It happened twice. So yeah, and stuff like that. And it was gonna happen a third time. He came back to work because he ended up quitting, and then he ended up coming back, and it was gonna happen again. But then I guess he didn't want to work at that job no more, so we didn't really exchange numbers, and I wasn't really, I wasn't hurting for the attention or nothing. I was getting a lot of that, a lot of unwanted attention. But yeah, I wasn't attracted to him, but it happened, you know. And that's the only time I have really thought about him since I, started thinking of skinny gays and stuff like that. But yeah, the skinny gay and chubby gay discourse needs to end. It needs to end. Y'all be missing out on some real good people. You know, y'all really do be missing on some real good people. Um, I just say having, prejudices like that. Like, getting over someone's weight, you dehumanize that person. You know what I mean? It's like, why not try? Why not step outside of your? Sometimes for a lot of y'all, have to step out what you prefer, and you might actually really like this person. You might really actually, but then at the same time, you got to get over that prejudice that's in you, because that person don't need you to come over there trying to fix them or trying to change them. Like, they may want to go to the gym, but then haven't had the nerve, and maybe you could help them with that, to go in there and to really focus and actually be a partner with them, a workout partner and stuff like that, and be more. But then to make it look like it's something wrong with them, you know, that's a problem. That's a problem. Now, if they don't ever want to go to the gym, then okay, that's fine. I mean, it's okay to want someone healthy, but just because they are chubby doesn't mean they're not healthy. What's I mean, like, are you a personal trainer? If not, shut the hell up. Shit, you could probably suggest, but you know, if they're not uncomfortable with who they are, then don't be trying to make it a problem. Because just plenty thing about you just being skinny don't mean you attractive, honey. You could be ugly as fuck, and then your personality, your moral compass, the way you vote, all that shit could be unattractive, or you can be incompatible with that person. It's just y'all need to wake up, stop with the BS. But yeah, them skinny gays, they be loving them chubby gays, girl. Don't ever get that confused, ever. Cause I know from personal experience that they do. But me, honestly, I prefer a dad bod. I just do. But I have dated outside, I hunch outside of my preference and stuff like that. And, I just gotta give it to the dad bods, girl. They was doing the damn thing, honey. So I ain't never really messed with no fit gay. The gym bods. I never really cared for. Not saying I wouldn't, but I don't. That's really not my preference, and I'm not excluding them at all. It's just, I mean, I be having my eyes on something else. So yeah, we can all have our preferences and stuff like that. But them gym guys, they be thinking they Hercules, honey, and everybody want them and stuff like that. Nah, are crazy over them, I say, but nah. Anyway, if you are a chubby gay, shit, you can get in my DMs. Shit, everybody, always welcome. A skinny gay, if you want to get some, shoot. But I ain't trying to be in the hookup game. Like, baby, I'm in my 30s. Same time, even in my 20s, I knew I wanted a relationship. and stuff like that. I'm on that type of time, but a bitch still got needs and stuff like that. So just be real, and we could go on from there. We could go on from there. Yes, indeed. Oh, anyway, let me go ahead and get off of here. That's all I need to say. Chubby gays are superior, honey. I just need y'all to know that. But yeah, I'm going ahead and get off here, girl, and see what I'm about to do. Because my teammate done made it. All right.